What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I am setting realistic goals while getting ready with me just for the day. Nothing too special. I'm not really going nowhere, so yeah. I'm gonna just do my hair and a little bit of light makeup, just a little bit. I washed my hair last night, so it's a little crazy. I'm gonna, of course, start with my hair. If you hear the TV in the background, it's my son watching TV. But a lot has changed in the past year. I know I haven't uploaded in a year. Like, I think it's been exactly a year today. So that's starting with my first goal. My first goal is being more consistent, not just with YouTube, but you know, with life. Going to work, healthy habits, stuff like that. It's sometimes kind of to be consistent with a lot of things, especially if you have a lot going on. It's especially hard to stay consistent because of everything going on. But that's one thing I want to work on, because when you stay consistent with stuff, it's just a lot easier. And like, you'll notice, because there was a point in time where I was consistent with a lot of stuff, you'll just notice like things will be more easier. And you'll feel like more, what am I trying to say? You'll feel more motivated to get up and go out and do stuff, or even just get up and, you know, there's a lot of days where I don't feel like getting up and doing nothing because I'm not consistent. And that's something that I want to be good at, is being consistent. And I want to feel motivated to do stuff. I want to get up and start my day like today. I haven't just gotten up and did something, especially this early in the morning. It's about like 9 o'clock. I haven't gotten up and did much early in the morning. I usually just get up, stay on my phone for a little bit, and what happens happens. And I gotta stop doing that, because
you have your assignments. Get moving. Can you keep an eye on Ethan?
It's not healthy for your mentality, you know. Like, you want to be able to get up and you want to be able to do stuff. You want to not feel so drained throughout the day, you know. The next thing that I want to start working on is, well, the next goal that I have is like having a set routine and like planning out my days. That is something that I really don't do. I don't plan out my days. I don't have set routines. I just get up and do stuff. I feel like when you have a set routine, you'll actually get up and do the things that you want to do, instead of just get up and not necessarily know what you want to do, and like get up and procrastinate. Because that's what I tend to do, is I tend to procrastinate and not get nothing done that I want to. Like, I'll say I want to do this and I want to do that, let's do this today, and I don't do it because it's not set in stone. It's not something that I really actually planned on doing. It's just something I said I wanted to do. I feel like when you plan on doing something, you actually are more likely to get it done, you know. It's more convenient to have, you know, an agenda and have stuff planned out, especially if you're a very busy person. God bless you. Especially if you're a very busy person and you do a lot of stuff throughout the day. It can get overwhelming not having an agenda and not, you know, having things planned out. The next thing is finding myself. Sometimes when you go through a lot of things, even like having a baby or not really enjoying what you do, like your job and stuff, it can tend to throw you off of your mentality of yourself. Like you just don't feel like yourself anymore. You feel kind of lost. And I've been recently feeling like that. So I just want to find myself again. I just want to find myself again. Find what makes me happy, like work, YouTube, stuff like that. It's very important to find yourself, because when you can't say that you found yourself, or you know who you are, or you like what you do, well, I mean, don't like what you do, then it gets kind of hard in your everyday life, like relationships. I mean, not relationships in my case, but like relationships. It can do with some people's relationships. Like how you see yourself, stuff like that. It's kind of a big part of your life is finding yourself. You don't ever want to be unhappy with yourself or what you do, because sometimes that can tend to control you, or tend to control how you feel on an everyday basis and make you feel unhappy with yourself, or even feel lost. There are a lot of different ways that you can find yourself. If you feel like, you know, you don't know who you are anymore, or like, you know, you're unhappy, a lot of it comes from taking time to yourself. And right now, I don't take a lot of time to myself because of the fact that I do have a baby, so it's a little different. I'd say taking time to yourself, and like, even if you can't take time to yourself, just set goals, write things down, find your passion for things. Like I like to paint, draw, sing, whatever, and doing more of those things that you enjoy doing, hair, makeup, whatever, you will find yourself. You will feel more yourself because you're doing things that you love. Sometimes it takes stepping out of your comfort zone to find yourself too, because you never know. This one thing might be something that really helps you, you know. I'm gonna finish up my hair and then come back when I start doing my makeup. Okay, so I'm done with my hair. My baby's back there talking, so it sounds like he's whining, but he's talking. My last goal is being more of a genuine person and an understanding person. I'm already a really genuine and understanding person, but sometimes I forget that everybody goes through things. People don't want to talk about their feelings and don't want to talk about what's going on with them. And I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that, because because there were times when I was going through stuff and I didn't feel like telling the whole world what's going on with me. And I've dealt with a lot of problems with that because people were very rude and not understanding that I'm a human being and I'm not perfect and I don't have a perfect life. Not only do I not have a perfect life, but there's everyday things that happen. There's things that happen unexpectedly. There's things that happen that you can't control. And working in an environment where you deal with people on a day-to-day regular basis, a lot of people come off being very rude. And it was this time where I was at work, not to get into a whole story or whatever, but like, I just feel like I should share this to open people's eyes more. There was this day where I was at work, working at Walmart, and this woman had came in. We were closing. I was a cashier, so we were closing, and a lot of people for some reason don't realize that Walmart does not have Apple Pay simply because they have Walmart Pay. That's their brand, that's what they do. So this woman had came in and she was having a really bad day. Her son had just passed away and she was trying to get, I think, some snacks and stuff for the funeral, or like food for the funeral and stuff. She said she had to drive, not drive. She said she had to catch the bus to go catch a flight somewhere, and she was gonna miss her flight, stuff like that. She didn't have no cash on her or her card. She just had Apple Pay. I mean, there was nothing that we could necessarily do about it, but understanding where she was coming from, we just explained, like, we didn't have an attitude or nothing. We just simply explained the reason why we couldn't do nothing about it and that we were sorry. Because I understand losing somebody and your mind is everywhere. She just broke down and I understand it, I do. But in some cases, a lot of people don't end up understanding where somebody's coming from or why somebody's acting a certain way. I mean, there's a lot of people that act certain ways for no reason. Yeah, that's just how they are. But this woman was genuinely going through something, and it's better to be understanding because you never know. Now, that woman didn't have to share that with us, but she did.
I'm good. I wouldn't even know what to do.
And I'm glad she did, because I was able to understand more why she was so upset about the fact that she couldn't come back in the morning
I don't want to kill all these creatures.
to buy her stuff. She needed it in that moment. So I want to become a more understanding, genuine person, more so for that reason. And
It is me, Dad. This is probably the most.
I've gone through situations like that where people weren't understanding about where I was coming from and why I was more ducked off instead of talking. And a lot of people don't realize I don't talk a lot because I go through a lot. I've gone through experiences where I've had to deal with stuff like that myself. I was going through a lot and people weren't understanding of why I was acting a certain way or why I didn't want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people.
Looks like I ended up just like him.
And it's kind of hard when no one understands for what you're going through.
But I might have got a little bit caught up in it.
And they don't
Ethan, I'm trying to apologize.
realize, like, I'm a person. I go through things. So sometimes you just have to be patient with people. Sometimes it takes realizing that everybody is a human being, you know? I hope a lot of people take from this that you have to be more understanding of people and more patient with people, because you don't know what people go through on a day-to-day basis. You don't know how people are going to react to certain things. Like being in school, I was bullied a lot in school.
You know what this means, right? It's judging me.
And
If this place has an eye,
I was a very nice person. I never did anything to nobody. Never bullied nobody. Never talked down on anybody. I mean, if anything, I was a person who would
and the acid lake, that's the stomach. It's giant eye.
try to look at people and understand why they are how they are, you know, because you do just never know. That's really pretty much it for my goals for my realistic goals. I wanted to do realistic goals because there's a lot of people who tend to do goals that aren't necessarily realistic and get off balance with their goals. And when you set goals that aren't really realistic, it's harder to follow those goals. It's harder to achieve those goals. You want to look back and, you know, say that you achieved your goals, because I know that setting unrealistic goals can be a little overwhelming, and it will put you in a worse place than a better place.
Let's get back control of this.
You don't want to be in a worse place. You want to be in a better place. That was all of my realistic goals. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys want to see more of. Let me know what I can do to improve my videos for you guys, so that you guys will enjoy my videos better. I love you guys and have a blessed day.